That's what a witch is. Now, all of this other has developed through all of this, and a witch, among the people that practice this, she wasn't an evil person. She was a goddess. A goddess that was going to bring them crops and going to look after them. See, Satanists will tell you we don't serve Satan, we serve self. Well, that is Satan, but they know more about what they do than the Christians know what they do. A witch doesn't go out and perform evil acts. Witches are nature worshipers, tree worshipers. They love crops and spring and all of this. And when you go to a witch coven, they don't. When you practice Wicca, it's not getting together to cackle like some witch and that's not what they get together to do, and kill people. And well, some of them do, but that's the wacky ones. Most witches will tell you that what they do is they're nature worshipers. That's what they tell you, huh? Yeah, that's. And this is Edane McCoy. She's got a book called Sabbats. And each chapter in here, she's got 8 chapters, and each one is on one of the Sabbaths. And I was going to read to you something about her Samhain chapter. But here's what the now you've got in the stars there, they've got it going a different way. They've got the swastika like this, and then you have the swastika like so. Now, it depends on whether you're looking at it from this side or the other side. Right? If you look at it from the other side, it's like this. You're looking at it from God's side, it'd be like this. Now, this is called the sinistral gyrate. And this is the dextral gyrate. And it's also called the wheel of the year, wheel of the year, or wheel of the seasons. Wheel of the year, and sinis means left. Left. And Junanna was telling me about something. Is she here?
All sinister is left eye, all dexterous.
All sinister is left eye, all dexterous is the right eye. This is left and right. 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 And sinis means left, and they believe left-handed people, the Jews did, believe they were evil, so we get the word sinister from this, from that. But sinis is a good word. It just means left. So this means they're breaking to the left. To the left. So depending on where you look at it from, whether you're looking from God's side or our side of it, it'll be the right or left. This is what they called a wheel of peace here. Wheel of peace. And this went against nature right here. This is supposed to go against nature. It's going against the natural course of things. That's why Hitler turned it around. He turned it around because he was going in rebellion against nature. This goes with nature. And this was considered a good luck charm all through the years. In fact, it was the Boy Scout emblem in the 20s, along with the fleur-de-lis, which is a Catholic. Fleur-de-lis means flower of the lily. When you see that, that's fleur-de-lis or flower of the lily. And the old ancient pagan goddesses were called flower of the lily. So when you see that like I've said, you see it on the side of the New Orleans Saints helmet, that's because New Orleans is a Roman Catholic town, and they evidently voted to put it there. It's a Roman Catholic emblem. So that was the Boy Scout symbol in the 20s in America. And we've got postcards from the early 1900s. In fact, Dan Doyle sent me one in Wisconsin, where their grandfather sent one to their grandmother, and it's got swastikas on it. It says, "Merry Christmas." No, it's got swastikas with, I got some over here in my little black bag, but I got too much to say. Let me keep going. But Dick. I was telling you who it was. It was Dick that got them. Dick's got a whole bunch of stuff he got off the internet that's got Christmas cards and early 1900s, and swastikas all over them, and birthday cards with swastikas on them. See, it wasn't evil until Hitler got a hold of it. Not by the standard of the world. That was considered a good luck charm. In fact, they put swastikas on the door seals of the Christians in the 2nd century, 1st and 2nd century. They didn't know they were doing something pagan. That's how early the church started getting corrupt. But Paul said the church was apostate in the 2nd chapter of 2 Thessalonians. He said it's the mystery of iniquity doth already work. It's already apostate. Now, in her book, she's got it set up like this. Let me erase this here. Start over. She's got the sinistral gyrate. She got the sinistral gyrate. So here's what she's got, and here's what it's about. You got Mabon. These are all of their, and she's got a chapter in this, or she's got a section to each one of these. And these are all the sun festivals. Oh, by the way, you've got 8 points on the Eucharist of Roman Catholicism. You can come up here and count them on this. It's brought in, all this is brought into the Roman Catholic Church. There's 8 points on the Eucharist. And in the ancient world, in the Roman world, or in the Syrian world, or in the Babylonian world, or Egyptian world, when they went into battle, they drove a chariot with 6 spokes in the wheel, but when they were at peacetime, their wagons and all had 8 spokes, because that was the number of peace to them. And that was the peace wheel. This is the same thing as the Eucharist and as the wheels on their chariots and on their wagons when they were in a peacetime. And you had Mabon here. These are 8 points on, and I've got more than one source. I got dozens of sources on this. I got pictures of it in a book called The Twisted Cross. It's called The Twisted Cross. And anytime you see any form of the Iron Cross, and Germany gave those out to their aces in World War I and World War II, that's a Maltese cross. That's a form of the swastika. It's just a form. And you see this behind the heads of the saints, don't you? And you see it on the American Indian. They wear it as an emblem. Where'd they get it? It come out of Babylon. Babylon mothered it all. This was called the Wheel of the Year, and we get the wreath from this. Like I said, this year, and if you're going to insist on doing Christmas, put a swastika on your front door and tell them you're celebrating Christmas. How dare you? Okay. Oh, you're going to do that? Okay. So that's my wreath. All right, now, that's Mabon. This is Samhain, S-A-M-H-A-I-N. And this is Yule down here. Now, I've kind of got some of these mixed up. I'm going to get them right today. And this down here is Beltane. O-E. And Beltane comes from Baal. And they had fires of Baal at that time of the year. And then this was midsummer. Midsummer. This is Imbolg. And this up here is Ostera. And this is Lug, L-U-G-H. And she defines all these for you too. Lugnash, N-A-N-A-S-A-D-H. I'll tell you how popular this woman is. I've either lost my book, Sabbats, in my library, or somebody's taken it. My books have been known to be taken from time to time, and I'm not, that's not all right with me. Promise you, it's not all right. And I bought that book years ago. I don't know, 10 years ago, I guess, 12. And it's disappeared in my library. It's gone somewhere. I may find it. Somebody may have taken it, because I have had a lot of books stolen out of my library. Shame on you if you take them. I don't let my books go. And I said, man, I got to have one of those for tomorrow morning. And I just happened to go to Barnes & Noble and had one over there. So I picked it up. And evidently her books have been out there for years in the witch section, in the New Age section. But she's a historian on witchcraft. She really knows her stuff. And then she's got here, this is harvesting time. And this right here is fallow. You have to land Your land lies fallow during the winter of things, doesn't it? It has to be fallow. And then this here is growing. And this is planting. And this up here is autumn and winter. Winter on this side. And spring. And this is summer. So really here's the way you have to. And like she says in the book, they zigzag it. If you look at the wheel, they're set up different. I think I figured out what they're doing. I believe the way you look at it in the sky